Mr. Chairman, let me apologize up front for this metaphor I'm about to use. I know it will insult the two vegans on the committee, me and Senator Cruz. But I believe...
Point of personal privilege.
Oh, I'm sorry, Senator
It may
Cruz.
be one step below the Houston Astros thing. Coming
I just
from
want
Texas.
the people of Texas to know the truth. He is a closet vegan. I recognize, Mr. Chairman, that this goose is pretty much cooked. And I love the body postures of all of us around when people are talking and when people are saying things very original, as Mr. Kennedy just said. Folks look up and listen, and when folks are repeating what others consider to be the routine partisan posturing, I see lots of heads go down to the cell phones. So let me try not to do anything routine with the hope that my colleagues will listen to me. First of all, just with the hearing, I do think some of the things that you said earlier are right. This was a hearing conducted with decorum and professionalism. I think that's something I think all of us can at least agree to. We had some criticisms going back and forth. I found things that were troubling to me during this hearing. I tried to elicit in both private conversation and in the hearing, just conversations about what I think is one of the issues that we don't speak enough about in the United States of America, which are issues of race. I have been extremely proud of the fact that we are a Senate now that has more blacks serving on it than at any time in history, and I've been really grateful to watch my Senate colleagues, often on the floor of the Senate, my colleague Tim Scott, speak about the truth about race, and literally the last time I saw him do it, get applause from his Republican colleagues about his experiences. A United States Senator, and I have my own, who has had experiences with the Capitol Police here that have been stunning, I think, to many of my colleagues to recognize this goes on. And here we are in the backdrop of what I think is, and somebody can correct me or fact check me, what I think is the largest period of demonstrations in the history of the United States, greater than any in the civil rights movement, of millions of Americans, often in predominantly, if not all, white towns, coming out to protest issues of race. And I was surprised that in this backdrop, issues of race are so important to the Supreme Court that we had a nominee who couldn't even talk to a law review article that they wrote. And that's not, and I heard Senator Kennedy ask her yesterday, which made me smile, as you often do, my friend, ask her if she's a racist. Clearly, she's not a racist, nor is anybody who is serving in this committee. But it's not out of the bounds to ask questions about this, being that in the lifetime of my family, there have been members who've been affected by Supreme Court decisions in pretty profound ways. And it's issues that are going to continue to come up. I did find it also surprising. That's fair. Thank you, sir. And I did find it surprising that this conversation, and again, I'm new to this committee, and this conversation about does a nominee answer questions that reflect their philosophy. I thought there were a lot of questions that were in bounds that she refused to answer. And I think that that is the erosion of precedent that's going to continue in this committee. We are now heading to a period where the instructions that every Supreme Court nominee is going to get is just to not answer things, like to not being able to answer whether you believe in the peaceful transfer of power. I just found that